The Deck Network. Build a deck.
Hi, this is Mike from The Deck Network, and we have
the loose cannon, Matt Dalton, co-host here. Remember, at The Deck Network, it is all decks all the time. The most popular feature of The Deck Network, show us your deck. The ratings are in. This is the most popular thing we do. It was my idea. It was my baby. It was my creation. We brought it to life here on the Deck Network. Check out the old videos. Tons of them up on our social media at the Deck Network Facebook. Gallery of all the past Show Us Your Deck participants. Today we have a beautiful looking deck here.
That's not even one of the decks. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to show those pictures a little bit later. Okay, this is from my friends at Decking Perth. From Perth, Australia.
That's around the globe there, isn't it?
That's quite a ways. You can't get too much further from New York City than Australia.
That's decking down under. Yes. Now make sure this thing is kangaroo proof, because those guys and dingoes, they're running around. No, those are my Australia reference points.
I know the guys from Decking Perth from Facebook. They must have been looking at the why they watch the Deck Network, like people from all over the globe.
Look at how relevant. I was just talking about having some sort of canopy structure over to keep the decking cooler, and here it is. That's a great segue, Mike.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, these guys obviously do beautiful work.
Yeah,
this is some sort of commercial setting, and it's Trex decking. It looks like the
just a beautiful overall landscape there.
The spiced rum decking.
The deck plays into that
great.
Yeah, this is really nice.
You know, these guys obviously do a beautiful job.
I love that little bench they built in there.
They did all this great stuff. I'm going to.
Even liking the retaining wall that's kind of played into there.
I'll email this video. I'm sure they'll see it as soon as I post it up on Facebook or the Deck Network website. And we get them, of course, a Deck Network mug. And
do we have to put the logo backwards? Isn't everything backwards in Australia? I know the toilets flush the other way.
Yeah, in the southern hemisphere, water goes the other way.
Okay, so we have to make sure that
I wonder if they drive on which side of the road they drive on.
We might have to just plan a road trip there, get you out there.
Maybe
if
there's a decking show down there, we
invite us.
That would be one that you would be able to go to?
Well, I don't know. Is it in the budget? Because you get to do all the exotic travel. I get to go to South Hempstead, New York for a trade show. It's the highest crime rate in, I think, America, and that's where you want me to go.
They even have this real nice little tag that they put on. They must get it from Trex, from their co-op money.
That looks official.
They screw it on there. Crafted by deckingperth.com.au in the year 2012.
That's cool. It's like a little timestamp there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I mean, these guys they got a nice little logo up there. These guys really got it going on down in Australia. So they're
welcome to the Deck Network, Decking Perth.
Yes,
great and congratulations on being on Show Us Your Deck. We'll get that up on the gallery, on the social media, so you guys can check out this week's Show Us Your Deck, or from any week past.
Okay, so that's it for today's
Show Us Your Deck. Love the intro and outro music that we have. Really high-tech sort of stuff we got going on here.
All right, let's get to the video.
So again, as we talk about our Transcend rail system, one of the real benefits that we've got to competition in the marketplace is we've got a lot of versatility, now having 3 unique rail profiles to be able to configure rail in a variety of different configurations. Here you see it installed with a 2x4 as a top rail. One of the other benefits that really often goes unnoticed is really the construction of the product. With Fibrex technology, and specifically in our colored lines, in the darker colors, the cap on that is an acrylic cap, and the benefit of that is that it will not fade over time, where many of the other composite systems in the marketplace that don't utilize acrylic struggle from this. What you see on day one is what you see down the road.
That's very important, and not everybody knows that that's a part of this, that the acrylic coating, very important.
And so the last thing we'll talk about today is Trex Reveal. And so it's Trex's entrance into the aluminum railing market. And so again, what we identify in our Western markets is a lot more prevalence towards iron and aluminum. So that's one of the driving strategies behind it. The other is having a continuous graspable rail. As we get into more strict code enforcing markets, having a continuous graspable rail on a stair section specifically is critically important. And so bringing this line in allows Trex to provide a rail system that gives us that continuous graspable rail application. The additional thing that Reveal brings brings to the Trex family is the opportunity to get into some projects and some applications where we weren't today, whether that be hardscape, multifamily, multi-story type applications, as well as commercial. So we really feel like Reveal, along with the other additions to our line, are really going to expand Trex in 2013 and beyond.
And you have so many different products here. Look at right up here with the pergola and the dark brown. That's stunning. You don't see that anywhere. Mike, thank you very much.
Mike,
it's great to see you.
seeing you again.
Thanks for being on the Deck Network, and hope to see you again soon.
You too.
Great.
All right, Matt, we've seen that video before, but
tell you,
it's,
yeah.
we were mostly talking about Trex decking that day, but we have the Trex railing.
Part of the equation there. It's
Why
probably the
don't
most
you want
important.
to pull that little sample that you have out here?
Heavy.
Now, for probably about seven or 8 years, the Trex company has had this railing. This is called their Transcend railing, and it comes in. We have 5 different colors of this railing: the vintage lantern, the treehouse,
Spiced rum.
spice rum is one is a tropics color. Gravel
love
path,
rum.
rope swing, and the fire pit. Those colors there, they it's as you've heard me say it 100 times. The Trex company has design flexibility. So you can, there's a lot of parts, so sometimes it's difficult to sell, but we have, as far as all the different parts, but that's what we do.
Why you need the sleeve?
Well, you have
cap.
you get the cap, the sleeve,
Skirt.
the skirt. You have the upper and top, bottom rail. You have these insets here that you can put different baluster options in, and
Now this is only 2 Trex, or are you going to see that with all the different with the big
they're
5
all going to be a
railing?
little bit different. TimberTech rails are slightly different.
We should do like an anatomy of a railing one day where we kind of just break it down.
Well, yeah, we can certainly do that. But I got some pictures. This, well, you can.
This is with the
you can remove
the railing
that.
in
Now
action.
this
that off.
this photo here is. I got this off
Whoa.
of the Trex website. This is the standard Transcend rails. They have the 6x6 sleeves. It's a little more meaty on it. Looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
really sharp.
then you can change some of the options. Now this one here, it's the same rail, but it has the universal rail, so it's 2 bottoms, and you take the bottom and you put it upside down, and it leaves a flat area that you can put a piece of decking on the top, or you can put a 2x4. Again, design flexibility.
I like the color contrast.
Yes,
going
you
on
can
there.
do all kinds of different things. What's great about these rails, and many years ago, my friends at Trex told me that they said, people want to have something different than their neighbors. So when you use
Sure.
this, the Transcend railing, you can do all kinds of different things.
It's not cookie cutter stuff. It could be completely customized to what you
Sure.
want to have done.
This is, we have.
that the
this
spice
will-
rum? What
This
is
is.
I got
You're
rum on
obsessed
that.
with this
It's
rum
Friday.
thing.
Let's go out and have a drink. We should do a Deck Network like
On
happy
location
hour
somewhere?
thing or something.
Well, you
know.
work at the radio station. I'm sure you got some
We'll
sort
work
of.
something out. We'll bring in one of the beer brands. We'll do a big event out of
Yeah.
it. We'll
Okay.
bring
Well,
a
this
rock
one
act in.
is.
That's
This
cool
one is
looking.
vintage lantern rails with the. It looks like rope swing in there on the balusters. Let's.
It seems like if you're mixing and matching, the color possibilities are almost endless.
yeah,
That's cool. What is
well,
that?
See,
Leaf?
this is an old. This is an. I put
Is that
this up
supposed to
here.
look like a leaf?
Well, of
You
course.
see that?
This is
That's
the
wild.
leaf deck. This was done with the old Accents composite decking,
That's
but
badass.
it still looks. You can mimic this with the Transcend products. I just love the picture,
That's cool.
and so I had to use it again.
That'd be great to make a deck
Now-
of your face. Like you're
This-
standing on my nose, man.
This is the most popular of the infill options the last few years, and this year, the black round balusters. You just have to change the insert in balusters. When you have the square balusters, as we know from codes, childproof rail, you have to have less than 4 inches in between your baluster. So you take an 1.5 baluster out and you put a 3/4 inch round baluster in, you're gonna have more space in there. So the inserts are a little bit closer together so that you don't go over your code requirements for that. But this is the most popular infill option that we have on Trex and TimberTech. We sell more round metal or aluminum balusters than we do square balusters.
Oh wow.
Okay, here's another picture. This is how it's done. It has this on the Trex, the Transcend rails. It has the little insert here with the round hole in it. They fit in there nice and snug.
Quick question back to the video. It was mentioned in there good, better, and best. Care to talk about that a little
Okay.
bit?
That's a great way of doing sales. They have their good, which Mike talked about, that select rail that they have.
Okay, so
It's
that's
a little
entry-level type of stuff?
It's got a lower price point.
Can
It's
bring more
still
consumers to
made-
market with it.
It's still made with what's called the FiberX technology, and if you don't know that these rails are made by Anderson Window.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in Minnesota. Anderson, if there's any company in the country that knows how to make vinyl coating anything,
They've
it's
been doing
Anderson
it.
Window.
Yeah, they've
They
been doing it for a
pioneered
while.
it, and I've been looking at windows like these forever.
Mm-hmm.
So they're made, so they're good, better, best option.
So it still has the same core to it, is what you're saying?
It's made at the same place, out of the same type of material. It's just a little bit more basic. It's just still using the same sleeve, cap, and skirt that you would be for the white Transcends. It's just a more of a square railing. It has a little bit of hardware showing with, of course, a little boot on top of it. But it's got a great price point. And what Mike told us on the video is that they're going to try to go up against some of the lesser cost PVC railings here. And at the store that we have here, the Select rail actually costs less than our lowest priced PVC rail.
Oh, wow, so you're
So
better
it's got a
off.
great price.
Yeah.
It's made with good stuff. FiberX technology, great stuff. Okay, this is a.
And then on the super high end of it is something where if you're just looking to
Okay,
blow
we
it
got some
out
more
of the water.
photos. We got
Oh, wow.
this one is in the charcoal black. That's the Transcend rail in charcoal black. Here is another infill option that's very popular. This is the glass. They were
That's
just in
cool.
6-foot lengths. Glass railings. We sell them. We stock some of the parts.
I can picture a lot of birds flying right into that though, you know? They
Maybe,
don't see
maybe
it.
so. I think that we sell a lot more of the black round balusters because they certainly cost less than the glass panels, and you really don't see it. You can look through it. It doesn't really obstruct your vision. This is another one here. This is called their architectural baluster. Very nice, just a little bit different. Look, this is back to the square baluster, of course, one of my favorite decks of all time.
How do you have a fire pit on a deck without it being a fire hazard?
Well, it looks like it's deep enough so that the embers won't go out. It looks like a small fire pit. It's got to jump quite a ways to get over there. But I'm sure if we go to this deck right now, there may be some burns on the bottom there, or maybe they put some.
Did they
sort
cut a
of-
hole out underneath that, or no? It's sitting flush on top of the deck.
That thing's got some weight, so
Yeah.
I'm sure that they did something to make it a little bit stronger. Again, here's the one with the black-brown balusters and the vintage lantern top and bottom rail with the white Transcends, with the Trex white lights. This is the same deck. Again, looking at it a little different. Here is a beautiful deck. That's
That looks
over. That's
nice.
in St. Thomas, I think, somewhere. Okay, this is the Select rail. They look very similar. And here's a nice little photo. It has a little bit of hardware showing, but it's got a great price point on it, and good for Trex. Great job. This one here is, I guess, that same deck in St. Thomas or somewhere in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, we got to
somewhere.
get out there and visit that deck. I'll tell you, that landscape looks beautiful.
Yeah, this is what they're showing, that the lights on it, and this is one that a friend of mine did.
I like that. It's got kind of like an octagon look or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
a nice
that.
job. This is one off of the Trex website with the. I love the round little building that they
Yeah.
have there. I still haven't figured out how they built that, but I'm sure I can find it. This is a deck that actually I sold this deck and had Sean from Curve Your Deck.
Looks like you're on the water there. What town
Oh
are you in
yeah,
there?
that's down in Massapequa,
Oh,
New
nice.
York, real close.
Look it up on the map there. It's a nice
5
little...
minutes from here. This is a nice picture. They have a little. It's
That's
jutting out
gorgeous.
into the ocean right there.
There's some great fishing right there. You cast a pole off of there, you're catching
You're
some
going
fluke
to catch
and
something.
striped bass.
And I have some pictures of the bevel rail
Okay.
that Mike was telling us on the video. It's a little. See, Mike said that. Okay, sure. In the Northeast, people are interested in more of the contemporary. So we have they call it the crown top rail. But in different areas of the country, they would like a little bit different look. So they have it's a little more square. And this is escaping me finding this railing. But in any event, they have it. Here we go. You can see this up closer. It's just a little more square, and
It's In other parts
It's
of
different.
the...
It's a little
yeah.
more contemporary than the colonial one that we have there. And as Mike showed us on the video, it can be set with the glass, because for the standard Transcends, the glass infills are only in the white, but by looking at the video, they have these, the bevel rail is with the, you can get it in the colors, which is great. And here's the same rail. Doesn't look much different than the Transcend rail, but great products. They also have their aluminum product that the Revel or Reveal, and that has, he talks about a graspable handrail. And people in the western part of the country, they like having a little lighter, or not as heavy railings. Here on the East Coast, we do a lot more of the colonial type stuff. But that pretty much wraps it up. As I always say about the Trex company, they have great design flexibility.
And that's what it's about. It's giving you options.
Sure.
Quality options. You don't have to settle for a lesser product if you want it to look the way you want it to look, which is